Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm going to turn that fan off so I feel like I'm not screaming at everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day. I am coming to you because it is Tuesday. I am not in an event or anything today. I'm just coming on for a short little bit of time because we are going to make a little folio out of a 10 by 10, I'm sorry, a 12 by 12. I can't do my math today. Out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I know, I forgot to grab something. I'm probably gonna have to go grab it. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. There's no one in here yet, and hopefully I can see comments. If not, we're just gonna wing it. Whoop, whoop, wing it like a chicken. All right, let's see what I got here. Whoop, there we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to make one of these. Ugh. Guys, I need a rack just to keep all my papers in. So come on in and let me know that you're here when you come in. If you can, send me some hearts or comments. I'm praying the comments will work tonight. Hopefully, we're going to cross our fingers. Oh, this is a good one to use. So come on in, everybody. We are making little folios from 12 by 12 paper. This is a 7-pocket folio out of one piece. And you guys, we're winging this because I made 2 and they're not completely the same, but that's okay. I'm trying to see what else I want to do. I bought this beautiful paper on clearance at Michael's. So just FYI, they do have them there right now. It's all purple. It's gorgeous. I think I'm just going to get this little generic one here at the back. Ooh, this is like an ombre effect. I like that. So, you guys, we're winging this tonight. We're going to work with a 10 or 12 by 12. I said it again. And I am using, this is actually clearanced at Michael's, and this is clearanced at Hobby Lobby. And at the end, we're going to be opening a surprise shortcake. So I'm going to go ahead and open this paper pack. Let me put this one down over here. Your girl did hit up the clearance sale. It happens different at all Hobby Lobbies, just so you guys know. It does take some time for the store to kind of get through everything, I think. So, hello, Miss Christine. I see you on here. I'm coming out at a kind of weird time, I know, but I had errands to run after work, so I had to go do those. And then I had to make dinner, and I came on. I'm coming on a little bit late. Hello, and I see the comments. Hi, Tanya. All right, if I can open this darn thing, I think I'm just going to use the blade. So tell me, I see the comments. Tell me my comments are going to work. I heard comments kind of came back today. Hopefully they stay that way. I should have had this ready and prepared, but I was not. I have to flip this over. You guys, I promise we're going to have fun in a minute. I'm still waiting for more people to come on. Okay. So we are making these little cute folios. It is my own design. I didn't look up any tutorials. I was just playing today, folding paper. And I actually bought a little paper pad just to kind of play with, so I don't mess up my good papers. But I know it's summer, but we're going to do a fall one just for the heck of it. So let me see. That's a really pretty one. I think I want to do something a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, that's not a good one. There's too many. That's a cute one. That's a cute one. I want to do like a fall one. Here's a good one to do. We're going to do this one. All right, you guys. So we're going to try to do 4 because there's a lot of folding and stuff. I see comments working today. Yes. Okay, good. Awesome. By the way, this paper pack is on a clearance at your local Hobby Lobby, and it's fall, so that's coming, you guys. I'm excited. All right, so let me show you what we're making. And then this little girl's going to be at the end, whatever I got. So Beth and I were on yesterday. If you missed my live, you got to go back and watch it. It's only about 20 minutes. It's just like a lot of information, but it's a lot of fun because we were talking, we met up, we are making like a final arrangements for our get together. Christine, I'm looking at you. And she opened one of these and I opened a Grogu, and then we both opened like a little Disney snack pack. But we went back into the store and I had to get one for myself because it was just so adorable. So I don't know which one I have. I had her pick this. Thank you for opening the craft box. There's everybody. There's my mom. There's Marsha. Okay, you guys. So this is what we're making tonight. We are making a 7-pocket little folio I did the folios last week from the file folders. This week, we're making a folio, 7 pockets out of 1 sheet of paper, okay? So, this is my own design. I didn't get it off any specific, I was just playing this morning. I was playing with the pickleball paper because I don't do pickleball, but I love to play. And this is actually really cute. Hi, Cheryl! So, it is 7 pockets all together, and we are going to learn how to do it together. And they're all you're going to need. You only need a few things for this, and some of it's optional, okay? It is a 2-parter, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But all you're going to need is glue. You could use your art glitter glue. I like to use this glue. I love this glue. It's the E6000, but it's the little tube kind. Thank you so much, Tanya. And that's like the end. That's why we're going to use this, because it's very thin, because these are smaller little folios. Okay, a little bit different than last week's. And then you need your paper cutter, your sheet of paper, which we'll go ahead and do the fall one first, and then your scissors, and then your bone folder. So literally, if you have this, you can make what we are making tonight. I am also going to probably take out my distress ink just so that we can kind of play around with that a little bit. That's optional, very optional, okay? And you can use glue sticks if you want. If you don't have this glue, you just have to, don't use like the full circle of the glue, if you guys know what I mean. Don't use that full circle, just kind of use your edges. And you can kind of like go back and forth so it evens out, so you don't look like a slant. So it doesn't look like lipstick. You don't want that. Okay, so what I'm doing is we're making 2. So what you would do in this instance, and this can go in any journal pockets or whatever, it just provides extra pockets, which are really fun in journals. And I know you, some of you may not know how to make them. So this was actually my first one. It was my sample I played with, and it turned out pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. So what this is it folds out this way. You have a pocket here, that's 1. You have a pocket here, that's 2. Also, you have an opening here. Also, you have a pocket here, that's 3. And you have a pocket here, that's 4. Then you have a pocket here, that's 5. A pocket here, that's 6. And a pocket here, that's 7. Okay, I would love to, but I will be in Florida this month, about 6 or 7 from you, maybe then Orlando. You have to hit up Christine, you have to hit up Beth, because she, I think, is going to be in Orlando. I don't know what day you're going, but check her, message her, because she might, I have so much going on this month, but check her out, because I think she's got some free time. I don't know if she has free time or not, but she may make time for you. I don't know. All right, so that's 7. And then you would put this inside one of these pockets, or just like a little, so that's what it would look like. So that's what we're making, 1 sheet of paper. That's all you need. This one came out a little bit different. I still have my 7 pockets though, all together. I have the pocket here, which I know it's hard to see. I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here, which is 3. Pocket here, which is 4. And then 1, 2, 3. So you have 4 plus 3. So that equals 7 from one sheet. I hope you guys are excited. All right, so what we are going to do is we're going to take our paper cutter, and I'm going to pull this out because I need the 10-inch, which is right there. I'm going to bring you down now so you can see too. Just so you can see me. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. It really doesn't matter when you have patterns like this, it doesn't matter. Like this one, you're going to have some things that aren't perfect because we're folding. So some things are going to be upside down. Some are not. All right. I'm going to put this one in front of me so I know what I'm doing. But this is a perfect sheet, something that's not like in the same direction, like in all the directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this sheet. It's a 12 by 12. I'm going to cut it 8 by 10. Okay. And if you have just an 8 by 10 piece, you'll still get your 4 pockets. You just won't have that extra piece. I don't know what that was. Nor do I care. All right. So we're going to cut this 10. This is an 8 by 10. This little sheet, it's probably all you're going to have left, to be honest. And then we're going to cut it to 8. And then I'm going to show you what you're going to do on your other end. So we're going to cut 8 by 10. Okay, so there's your extra sheet. You're going to definitely use that. But this is your 8 by 10. Okay, I think, no, just in case I get more people coming, I was going to say, let me do that for all of them. We're just going to do it for the one for now. I'd love to, oh, I was almost reading your saved comment again. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to fold, and I do have to look at my sample because I made this sample and I was like, wait a minute, I just did that. And I was like, wait, what'd I do again? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half the long ways first. And I don't think it truly matters which way you go first. But you want to make sure it's even. It's very important that you do it even, otherwise it will kind of mess up on you. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. So I always start with my middle and then I go across and across. So that's how I fold the papers. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and fold it this way. And you do want them as even as possible. Now, cardstock is a little bit harder to fold, especially when it's doubled up, which is why you have your friend, your bone folder. And if you have to undo it and refold it, that's fine too. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. All right, so now you will have a piece of paper that looks like this. Okay. Now, what you are going to do first is you are going to find, and I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of looking at my sample here because like I said, I made this up. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your bottom right hand corner. This is my right hand and this is the bottom. And we are going to, we could either score it, you could use your thing to score it, or you can just cut a straight line, which we're just going to do. Hi, Terry. How are you, my friend? So I'm going to find my end, just the corner of my fold. That's why I said it's helpful. Or you know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you with a pencil. So I'm going to show you what we're going to cut. So I'm just going to take my regular ruler. I'm sorry, I have to find the end of my piece. There I am. And then I'm going to cut like a triangle, okay? But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pencil this out. And if it's not a completely straight line, that's okay. It really is. So now I'm going to, everybody see that line? I know it's kind of hard to see, but now I'm going to just cut. I did go over it a little bit, but that's okay. I'll come back to my line. And you can trim them up whatever size you want. But that's basically what you want to do. You want to cut this corner off. We're going to use this part. So you can straighten it out if you want, or cut a piece of it off. That's fine too. Okay, now, let's see. I'm looking at this because I have to look. Okay, so now we are going to take our opposite piece. I think I cut it the wrong way, but that's okay. It's still going to work. So we're going to take this piece. So see how we folded that one? We're going to do this one. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to just chop off. We don't have to do a half on this one. We're just going to eyeball it and just do like a little tuck. So essentially, it's going to be kind of kitty corner of each other, if that makes sense. All right, so now we have, and we can always fold it back too, if you don't like the way that looks as well. That's another option that you can do. All right, now what we are going to do is, it doesn't really matter which way, but I cut from here and here. So this is what our piece of paper looks like. You're gonna fold it whatever way you want it. Okay, we're just gonna stick with the original plan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take one of my corners and I'm going to glue it on the front of my, it's just like a card, like you're opening a card. And it doesn't matter which one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shorten this up just a bit. And you could use a paper cutter if you don't trust yourself either. I'm just gonna cut just a little bit of this off, because if I want something to show or peek out of here, no problem there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that this is on here. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see when we do. Actually, let's do our oxidized inks on our pieces so you guys can see a little bit better. That's probably the best bet right now. That way you guys can see what I'm kind of doing, because otherwise this is going to get this pattern specifically. Okay, so I'm going to take my little triangle and I'm just going to kind of highlight the edges. Hi, Cheryl. We're making a folio 7 pockets out of one piece of 12 by 12. That's what we're doing for your journals. For your journals, for your albums, whatever. If you guys don't do journaling, that's okay. This will work in like photo albums or scrapbooks. Anything that you want to like hold things like ticket stubs or church pamphlets, you know, Bible cards, whatever. This will work. Okay, so now you can see that a little bit better now that I highlighted that. So we're going to put that on the front of our, it almost opens up like a card. So what I'm going to do, and you could use regular glue stick. I'm going to use this glue though. I'm going to put it on just my edges. I don't want to do the whole thing because we want this open. So I'm going to do the bottom all the way across. And you want to do it all the way, sort of all the way up to the edge. Once you push it down, it is going to bleed just a bit, but that's what your glue should look like. Just a little line around the edges. And then I'm going to just glue it down like so. Okay. Now, for the sake of the live, I would just leave that dry, but if you're impatient like me, you can take a little. Good evening, Becky. It's a beautiful day in Kentucky. I'm so glad. Here we are working on fall, girl. And you're talking about summer, beautiful day. It's okay. I've got some other patterns we're going to use. All right. If you're impatient like me, you can always hold a little paper clip on like either side. And it will, if you see it seep out, just wipe it with your finger. And it is paper. Don't use like a wipe on it directly, but something damp maybe to your finger. Just, you don't have to Where did you get the glue? This glue is at Walmart. This glue is at Walmart. I think it's like $4 something for the tube. And this has lasted me a long time. It's still really full. Do you guys see that glue up there? It's still really full. Okay. So that is our first and our second pocket. Okay. Now, this is our third pocket. What we need to do though, because this is the fold, we don't need anything there. We already kind of glued up the side here. We do need to glue up here. So while this is still this, before we put our other pocket little thing on there, we're gonna just glue right up to that line. And I'm gonna do right on the side. And I do see a little bit of my glue. There we go, we just wipe it up. And it should glue pretty fast. Internet trouble, watch replay. Okay, Terry, no problem. All right, now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little inky around it. We're gonna ink it up a little bit. That way we know that when you guys are looking, you can see what you're looking at, because this is a very busy pattern. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to then put a little triangle here. So, again, we're going to just go up the edges and the side. Probably don't even need that much glue, to be honest. But you do want it so it secures. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do it on this side. Oops, sorry guys. This probably would be do better as a tutorial video, but that's okay. We still got it. Now, what I'm going to do to the top, and I did mention this is only a few things. This is optional. You can always cut like a little thing here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and punch a little half a punch in here. I have this large circle punch, and that's just easy access to kind of open it up. So you can put something in there. Hello, sweet Lindsay. How are you? Hi, Marlene. Okay, so now you have, this can go in a regular pocket or in your Bible, wherever you want to put it. So you now have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. Now you still have this piece of paper to work with, and we're going to add 3 more pockets with this one. And I'll show you what we're doing. If I can recreate it again. I told you guys I was trying really hard to do this today. All right, so I believe I was trying to see. Yeah, I went in like that and then up the corner. Okay. So you almost want to fold this twice, almost in 3 pieces. So that's kind of how I did it with this one too. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm not going to take it all the way to the edge, but I'm going to make it, it just depends on how wide you want it. I'm just going to kind of sandwich it together, almost like an ice cream sandwich. And then I'll go ahead and kind of straighten that out. And then put my folds in. Now, I now have some extra flaps here. So what I'm going to do, obviously this itself is going to be a pocket. And then we're going to add 3 more. So I'm going to take this here in the middle. And I'm going to now cut another little triangle off the end. All right. So now I have what looks like to be that. All right. Then I have one more to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and do my hole punch first so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And then now we have this one, and then I'm going to take another little piece of triangle off the side. So I want to make sure that there's some here left. So I'm just going to go up the corner. And you guys can play around with the sizes and everything that you need. This one would be cute for like a little ticket stub. And I'll show you what it's going to look like at the end. So now we have something that looks like this. Now we're going to go ahead and do our orange. And you guys, I invite you to play around and make your own design. Hi, Lori. Did I say hi to you yet? I saw you kind of pop in. And I'm teaching. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close this up first before I put those on. So I'm taking my glue and I'm just going to go all the way across the very bottom here, because that's going to kind of keep my pockets together. Now I'm going to go ahead and go all the way up on this side, depending on what side you fold first, really. And this is why it's kind of important to keep it all kind of straight. Otherwise, it'll be a little wonky. Hello, my sweet Kimmy. Hi, Beth. Look what we're opening when I'm all done. I'm teaching pockets tonight. We're doing 7 pockets from one 12 by 12 sheet. That's my own design. And we have extra paper. Look at that. All right, now I'm going to put my smaller pocket on the front and this one on the back. So again, we're going to do right at the bottom. You only need a little glue, but just make sure it's coverage all the way up and down. And no one's telling you can't put it like in the upper corner, but it might fall out because, you know, gravity is a thing. Hi, no, but I see you're busy and I'm watching while eating dinner. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Who said yay? Oh, yay to the strawberry. I know, right? I'm going to open that at the end. Okay. And now we're going to put this one on the front. And I think I'm going to just lightly put a little bit of ink on the edge. I like inking the edge sometimes. It just gives it like a full look. All right. So you're only doing basically the L shape of the glue on your triangle. You're not going to do the middle. Oh, thanks, Mom. You're so funny. I will just disclose in case anybody's just watching. I was playing with paper this morning. I did not learn this with a tutorial. This is my own. This is my own design. Okay. So there it is. So now I'm going to take this off. You could always put a paper clip on there too. I wouldn't leave it on there though, because sometimes it bends it. But basically, we just made a 7 pocket portfolio and we still have extra. Hi, Sue! Oh, the glue. So the glue is the E6000. It's got the extreme tack, create dots of glue, repositioning, dries tacky. It's just got that very small tip. You could use art glitter glue as well. I haven't had luck with it lately. I need to clean my bottle, but I do love this one. Thank you, Sue. I'm pretty sure this one came from a thrift store. I like to shop at Ross. As a matter of fact, Beth and I went to Ross when we were done with our live. Okay, so these are the ones that I did today. And I was just practicing with my little pickleball. So I did this one. Let me show you. I'm half tempted to take this apart and make myself my thing. But there's that. So you have 1 pocket, 2 pockets. Ignore that falling out. 3 pockets, because something can go in there, like a little ticket stub. And then 4 pockets. And then you could use one of those pockets to put your little folio. That's an additional 1, 2, 3. So when you put that together, that is 7 pockets. And that is so easy to do. And you still have leftovers. Like, that's why this one's got, like, I just folded like the little scrap pieces in here. This is the other one I did. Wait, where's the other one I did? Is it under here? Yes, it's hiding in my pickleball era. So this one I did, and it's the same. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's probably the easiest because you have your little pockets coming in the middle. I think I did this. Yeah, I did it almost the same to this one. So there's our fall one. So we have 1, 2, which is 2, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in 1 and then 7. But how cute are these? You could do any type of design. I'm going to do one more for you. And I'm looking at, because I'm not going to do, this could go into anything, you guys. You don't have to do this for just journaling. Hi, Sharon. I have lots of paper going to try these. Oh, I hope so. Hi, Robbie. I almost goofed up your name. My goodness, my friend. Okay, let's try this again. I'm really trying to do it like the first one I did this morning. I was like astounded myself. I was like, this didn't turn out half bad. So I'm trying to see how I folded it. So I took that small corner and put it there. And then, yeah. Okay. So you guys, I used an 8x10 sheet. I use a 12x12, but I took it down to an 8x10, basically. So you could use any size that you wanted, really. All right, so I'm going to go to 10 this way, because this is the direction I kind of want my stuff to go. With pattern paper, it doesn't really matter, but if you have a directional sheet, that matters. I'm so glad you love these. I know it's kind of boring me explaining it, but you guys get the gist. All right, and then 8. 8. I think I cut it wrong. I did cut it wrong, but that's okay. We're going to fold it anyway. Okay. So if I wanted this part to show like this, I would have cut this 8 and the other part 10, but you get the gist of it. You guys, everyone is going to learn on basically their mistakes and mine. That's why I'm here. I am your guinea pig. All right. So essentially you can do the 4 pocket with an 8x10. You would need that extra piece. And then one day we're going to work with those because those are really fun. We're going to make scrap sheets. Especially when you have like a whole pad that you have like the same like vibe. It's definitely cool. All right, so what we're going to do is, and it's okay if it didn't, I think I was talking and I did this too, I did this too small, but it's okay. So I'm going to start by going this way. So the long ways, you want like a hot dog bun, like remember it that way. So I always go to the middle and push it out that way. And it does matter. You kind of want it as close to the edge as possible because it's a lot of folding. You could do white pockets with coordinating solid papers. Yes, you could. You definitely could. Okay. Why did I move this? I don't know why I moved this, you guys. All right, so let me see. It doesn't matter, really. does matter. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I made my little line, because I want this to be in the front, I think. This, I'm going to go ahead and do, actually we need to fold it in half again. I'm sorry. So now we have our little hot dog. Remember that part. Okay, I'm trying to read my mom's comment. And then we're folding it in half again. And I know it's a little harder to fold your cardstock, but trust me when I say use your bone folder or even the end of your scissors. This is very thick. It's very good to use the edge of this. It gets more precise folding, but you use what you got. All right, and then I'm going to go in this way again. All right, so now we have our 4. Oh, connect 4. See what I mean by I wish it was the other way, but that's okay. It was the way I cut it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, this time I'm going to do my upper left, because I think that's how I did it before. So my upper left, I'm going to draw, I'm not even going to draw a line. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it on how I want my line. And you could always just do a precision cut. Hi, Karen. How are you? All right. So I'm just going to do it. So I flip it this way because this is still my upper left, but I got to cut it. So I'm going to cut just like a triangle piece to the very end of where those centers meet, of where that fold meets. You don't want to cut too far down in because then it'll mess it up. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut on my line, basically on my fold. All right, that's my upper left. All right, now I'm going to cut my upper, this side. I wanted it the same. But I'm not going to go all the way down on this one. I'm just going to do like a little slit right there. I kind of want this one to kind of be a tuck spot. And a tuck spot is basically a pocket. It's just a smaller pocket for like a ticket stub or something very small that you're going to put there. Okay. So now you'll have something like this. This is definitely the way I did it. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do I'm going to go ahead and put my little hole punch in here. And I'm going to leave this open a little bit so it's easier to grab whatever's in that pocket. That's basically the reason for those. If you ever see those like that, you could use any type of hole punch. This is a 1.5 inch. Okay. So now I have this. So I'm going to take my pieces. There's my other piece. And then I'm going to figure out how I want to put them. So if I don't want all of this up here, like that's a lot of like, I don't need all that. I'm just going to take it and trim it a little bit. And I just threw that piece away. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So I have a little extra piece. Now, I don't have a purple out. I don't even know if, I think I have purple. But we're going to do this color. It's kind of similar. Where's my thing that was in here though? Oh, there it is. It usually the little sponge piece. I like the sponges better, if you ask me. This is in like the burgundy family, so that's why we're going to do it this way. You'll see in a minute. And I'm only doing, you don't have to do this part. I'm just doing this part because it helps you guys kind of see where the folds and stuff are. And if you guys want a tutorial, I will do a tutorial. Like I said, I did not learn this from anybody. I'm sure you could fold it a certain way, but this is what I taught myself today. And I was pretty impressed with myself. So I was like, okay, we're going to roll with this. All right. So I'm essentially going to put that there, and you can decorate this with stickers and all kinds of goodies. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my other little piece, which I'm going to go ahead and just do this so you guys can see that part. And I kind of like this size, so I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Now, if you wanted to use your corner rounder, you could, and kind of corner round it. Let me show you what that will look like, because I have my corner rounder right here. And all this does is take that little point off of there. So now I want this side pointed because I want it to put it like this, but it just makes it look a little bit less rough on the edges. If you guys see that, hopefully you guys see that. All right, so now I'm ready to start gluing. This is my second one. So I want to go all the way up the edge with my glue. I'm gonna not put it so heavy because it's getting sticky on me. And this glue is E6000. It's extreme tack, and it's got that fine point. And it's available at, I bought this at Walmart. It was like $4 something. Not as expensive, but you could use fabric tack if you wanted to. I'm starting a new trend. That you're so funny, Mom. I doubt I'm starting a new trend, but I understand what you mean. All right, for this one, because our folds are a little different than our first one, we're just going to go up this line in the middle. And technically, you do want to, because you want it to kind of stay in the middle. But you don't need to go on the bottom because the fold's there. But you do want to go up the middle. And you can even put a piece of washi tape. It would be really cute with washi tape. All right. And then we're going to just take our little glue and put a little bit on this corner. So we can kind of tuck that in there. And then last but not least, we're going to glue on our little pockets that we did. So again, you only glue the L piece. You don't glue the middle or like the end. Because, and this is just like something simple and easy, because it's just something that you can just a little to tuck something in so stuff isn't falling everywhere in your journal. All right, I kind of like the way that corner rounder looked. So I think I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I just stuck it right in there. If you have one, it's good to have. All right. You guys can see, right? Mom, you're so funny. I wish I was starting a new trend. That would be so cool. Everybody, don't forget to sprinkle and open the craft box. Make it happen. All right. Wait, we still need this. And then we have to do our other one. There we go. All right, you guys. So count them with me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just on that alone. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning up. We might as well put a little bit of the fun stuff on there. And you can put all kinds of things. You can add washi tape, or you can just kind of do, when you do your cutting, after you do your cutting, you can just take your ink and do it all around. All right, so there's our 4. We're going to leave this over here to dry, because it is still technically drying. All right, so now we are doing the other mini one that I did. So I think I did it like this. I think I did it like that. I want to say that there was more on this side, but I don't know. That's all right. We're going to work with it. So remember, with this one, we're going to fold kind of in 3. Thank you so much, Robbie. I appreciate it. Sound good for a while, but it's back. Oh, you lost sound? Oh, no. Did everybody else lose sound? Hopefully it's just Beth. All right, we're going to put this in 3. Almost going to squish it like a sandwich. And again, make sure you're holding both sides because you want this to still be pretty even when you fold it. Okay. You can add a little less, a little more to the ends. It's okay. It's up to you. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little triangle off this side. Remember, we don't need it perfect. That's a little less perfect, but that's okay. And then I'm going to do let's take a little bit off this side. So it's essentially going to be like a little triangle in the middle, basically. As long as you have something that looks like that, almost looking like an envelope. Now we're going to put something on the front and then we're going to add a double piece here. So you'll essentially have 2 pockets. I'm going to go ahead and make these dark so you guys can see. I'm going to make everything dark on this one so you guys can see that this adds a little something if you have this stuff. If you don't, I have seen people use Crayola markers and little like foam makeup sponges, like the little square ones that you can get a whole pack at Walmart. Catch the rest later. Going to Wally World. Okay, Sharon. Love you, girl. All right. So I'm just going to kind of do this part so you guys can see what we're working with. So you guys can have the, because I know sometimes when I stare at a pattern for a while, it kind of gets to my eyes. These were a little less busy, so I was able to kind of focus on those. And you guys, my puppy's coming to see me. He's getting into trouble. Always, always, always. Hello, Erling. How are you? Welcome. Okay. So now we have this one. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. So we're going to go ahead and use our glue. I'm going to go all the way down the bottom. Now that's going to hold that there. And that's going to hold that there. And then you could get fancy and do this. Or you could do that. I kind of like it like this, because it kind of goes a different way. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to get a little fancy. That way that little piece of paper that's kind of cut all weird isn't showing. And remember, do your L's so you don't glue the wrong thing. And I'll show you with scrap paper or something what that will look like. All right, and then we're going to put our other little corner piece on this side. So remember your L's. That's how you know that you're gluing the right sides. You have to kind of like recite it to yourself. Thank you for opening the craft box, Sue. I appreciate it. I'm about to open my strawberry shortcake here in a minute. Okay. And then you can do like your little, I like the way this looks when it's kind of open like that. So, all right, let's see. What can I put in here so you guys can see? Okay, we'll put some playing cards in here just so you guys can kind of see. And what else can I put in there? What are you doing, my silly boy? He is just playing, you guys. He is playing over here. I did a lot of cleaning up. So hold on a minute. I'm trying to see what else I have. Okay, let's just say you could turn these into like a little gift giving thing. You can put a gift card in there. All right, so we're just going to kind of play. So I'm going to put like my playing card in there. Who's there? Kathleen is there. Hello, Creations by Tony. And then I'll put my playing card here and say I want to give this person like, this is so cute if you want to give like a trade for an ATC. You put your ATCs on those two sides and then you put in like a little card or a note or something. Or you can slip in a napkin. Where's my napkin queen? Isn't that cute to give as a gift? And this is still able to go through the mail. As long as it's more of a flat card and you don't have too many three-dimensional pieces. Okay? And then, if you want to take it the extra route, you just put it in your little folder like that. And look how many pockets you just created out of one piece of paper. You got 1, 2, 3, and then it's in 4. Then you got 5 back here, 6, and then 7. How cool is that? I like it. I like it. I think these are really cute, really fun. And I struck gold this morning in my brain when I invented it. Now, if you guys see that somebody else did this, I promise I did not watch them. This was my own brain working today. As you can see, I was playing around with my little pickleballs. And then there's our little fall one. So this would be really precious to give. This would be really good to give. I'll tell you guys, if you're in a giving mood, especially if I know it's nowhere near Thanksgiving, but if you're in a very giving mood, this would be really cute to give a little family blessing or like a little prayer for like a family and like put a little gift card in there, help with like the Thanksgiving meal and maybe like a few prayer cards and a Bible verse. And you can put like a little note. How sweet would that be? And drop this off at your food pantry or give them to your church to have them help find a family in need. How fun are these? So much fun. Okay. I hope you guys like that. That is what we did for our Journal Time Tuesday. Now we must, and look, we have leftover paper. Can you believe all those folds and all those pockets and we still have leftovers? That's so funny. Okay, now I'm going to open my Strawberry Girl. So if you did not know, I'm going to take a drink too because I've been talking too much. If you didn't see, Beth and I were together last night and she opened a strawberry shortcake. She found this and these are selling out a lot of places. So I never got my hands on one and I wasn't really interested in it. And then she wanted to use like the little strawberry house. Isn't that adorable? So I got jelly. I got FOMO when she opened hers and she thought I had one. And I'm like, nope, I never had one of them. So I had her pick me out one. So we're going to do one together. Beth, how in the world did you open this? They do package it really well for the kids because the kids will go bonkers in the aisles and they'll start opening everything. Oh my goodness. All right. It helps when you have scissors, that's for sure. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Tanya. All right. Yay! I'm trying to see. Now, I did go over which one I wanted. And I really wouldn't be mad with any of them, but I really wanted Blueberry Muffin. Or I wouldn't mind Huckleberry either, because he has the cute little dog. Apparently, I have to cut this off. So these are the LOL strawberry shortcakes. You guys, if I get either one of those, I'm going to scream. I was trying to smell it, but I don't know what it smells like. It smells sweet. Remember, it took me forever too. That's true. Hey, look, I got it all off in one wrapping. Hold on, let me find my trash. I don't need my dog eating that. Okay. I'm going to shake it for good luck because that's what Beth did last night. Tony, how are you? I don't know what it smells like. All right, ready? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think I got Huckleberry. Hold on. Ah, I got Huckleberry. He's so cute. Look at his, oh my gosh, I gotta get the dog out. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go in order. So it comes with a little sticker. And then these are like the little instructions. And these are the ones that you can get. Let's see. I don't know who's ultra rare. Oh, apparently strawberry shortcake's ultra rare. So popular. The popular ones are lemon meringue, huckleberry, and lime chiffon. Orange blossom and blueberry muffin are rare. And then I don't know what fancy is. I don't see what fancy is. And then strawberry is ultra rare. So there's these. I'm glad you're doing okay, Tony. Look at how cute this is. Okay. You know we're going to make something out of that. All right. So these are wrapped really cute. So I'm going to unwrap them nicely. Oh my gosh. So this is so cute, you guys. All right. Look at his little straw hat. I picked a good one. Yes, you did. Oh my gosh. Like I said last night, I wish it was smell-o-vision because you guys could, for internet, smellernet. Look at his little overalls. He's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm going to scream when I open the dog. And this is his little, we thought this was a tray last night. This is what they stand on. I have never seen those before. You haven't? They're at Walmart. They're at Target. Oh my gosh, what is this? These are things wrapped up. Oh, his shoes. Look at his shoes, y'all. He's got like little, they almost look like little like boots. Can you even see how cute and little that is? Oh my gosh, I have to put that on him. And then this is his, he's got a bandana. Oh my gosh, look at his little bandana, you guys. I know people are going crazy trying to get the collection, Bobby. Tanya, you can get these from Walmart, and we found ours at Target, but I've seen them at Walmart, but every time I go, they're usually sold out, but people have been hunting down strawberry. I think they were 14. I think they're 12 at Walmart. They might be around the same price though. All right, so what is this? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's the dog, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at how cute the dog is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, and now we have to open him. And look at his little, like, it's the little strawberry house. You guys, I don't think you guys got to see this on the live last night. Save the paper, I know, right? Look, it's like a little kitchen. Do you guys see that? Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. And then on the other side, it's like the little window. It's like the kitchen window, and Custard is in there, the little cat. You see how cute this is? They're called LOL Strawberry Shortcake. Here, you guys screenshot that. Look, we're starting a new trend. We're starting new trends, Beth. Aren't they so cute? Okay. Now, this one is the strawberry LOL. This is the actual doll part. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to. I'm going to open it from the back, because I don't want to mess up the front. I've got to save the paper, you guys. Oh my gosh, he's a little redhead. Who knew? Oh my gosh, he's got a tank top on. Oh my gosh, he looks like he's ready for a bottle. This is so cute. I had no idea he was like a little redhead. It's like a little Ed Sheeran. If you guys know, you know I love Ed Sheeran. His head is so movable. Look at how cute. These are really cute. I don't have like kids anymore, but these are stinking adorable. I'm probably going to glue him all together though, to be honest, and wear him as a charm. He'd probably go on a charm, which is great because I have a blue backpack. It actually works. Look at him. He's ready. All right, I'm going to put on his overalls, and then we're going to call it a night. But he's so cute, you guys. I'm so glad I got him and his little, look at little dog again. Oh my gosh. It's Pupcake is the dog's name. All right, so it's almost like a paper doll, but it's, see how it's open in the back? You just kind of snap it on them. This is probably why they're movable. They are kind of hard to get on and off. Beth can tell you that. She was struggling a little bit last night with lemon meringue. Come on, get your pants on there, fella. There we go. What a live. What a live. This is funny. Now, I will say, his little bandana just makes him. Oh, how stinking cute, you guys. Now I need to find my super glue and just glue him together, because who's taking clothes off of this? I don't know. It should I know it's the fun part of it, but I would have just kept the clothes on the doll. It's still cute. Okay. We're definitely going to glue him all together. Oh my stinking goodness. Look at how darn cute is that. All I need is a little pie. We're in the craft box playing with toys, y'all. Look at how stinking cute. Somebody take a screenshot. This is what they are. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, isn't he? Oh my gosh. You guys, I love this stuff. You know, the world is a crazy mess, but I'm in my own world in here. And it's fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got him, you guys. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And there's the little house that goes with him. Oh my goodness, I love it. And it's so funny because, I don't know, he smells so good too. Isn't it so cute? I don't care how old you are. This is stinking adorable. There they are again. There's all of them again. Apparently there's 6 altogether. So if you guys wanted to go pick one up and go have fun. Who says you're too old to open up a little surprise box? I mean, come on. It's summertime. Do something nice for yourself. All right, you guys. So I will be live tomorrow for ATC Wednesday because I had a minor hiccup in my schedule and I accidentally did not theme our ATC to match the theme that I'm supposed to be in the event for our Creative Hive, which I will post that event tomorrow. I'll post it tonight and tomorrow. Also, if you didn't know, you can go back to my page and click on the pinned comment that I have at the top. It's all about Craftbox Confessions live event. Beth and I did make a lot of headway yesterday, so we do have, yes, I definitely needed to copy that sticker. Absolutely. So we have all that information up there. We have more further information, and of course, more details will come out. We're just kind of finalizing all of the plans on that. We're getting kind of a tentative schedule together, so it's been a lot of fun, and we cannot wait to meet some of you. So if you have questions on that, you can either DM me or Beth, and we will get the information to you. We also have payment options for the tickets. And to be honest, the tickets are a very good, fair price. We want to keep this affordable as possible so as many people can come as possible because we love to meet you guys. And then 2 crafts are going to be included for Saturday and Sunday. So you'll get 4 crafts all together with all of it and lunch and snacks. So I am very excited about that, and I will see you guys tomorrow for ATC Wednesday. I will also be live in our Creative Hive on Thursday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.